Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here on the show to recap Monday Night Raw from tonight, and it was just meh. Like, it was solid, but I feel like it's the same thing every weekly show, man. Like, there's good parts of these shows sometimes, but most of it's like meh. I guess the main talking point coming out tonight is LA Knight. How about LA Knight advancing to the Elimination Chamber match, winning his Triple Threat qualifier. The Masked Man again. Oh my God. The Masked Man. It just sucks. Like, I swear, man, Triple H can't do this main event storylines without the use of a hooded man. Like, I swear, Triple H has used the Masked Man gimmick more times in the last 12 months than WWE's used in their history. They do realize they can change storylines, right, without having a Masked Man. And then Stephanie's music still the same, despite the backlash. Oh no, let's just keep the music, just completely ruin her. They've kind of fumbled her title reign, as kind of thought they would. And now they change her music despite her saying don't do it. They still keep it. It's just, I thought you would think after the backlash, man, they would change Stephanie's awful music. It may not be that awful, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't fit her. They just did her so dirty. There's really is no explanation why something so simple needs such a downgrade with his theme music. And it's, considering she didn't want it changed in the first place, they went ahead and did it anyways. And the Masked Man is just, the Masked Man thing is just so overdone at this point. It's like, that's all Triple H knows what to do. The show was solid, I guess, but that's the best I can say about these weekly shows, man. Like, they're solid, but they're nothing spectacular. And I would say what I liked. I liked AJ and Becky to start. Lemon Stephanie did its job, I guess. It was fun. The Women's Triple Threat was good. I hate seeing Lyra get pinned, but re-pinned her, so whatever. But the Women's Triple Threat was solid, although the winner was very freaking predictable. But nothing on Liv and Raquel continues of seeds of a split. Like nothing ever happened. It was just whatever, man. Yeah. Javon Evans looked cool out there, but AJ and Becky had a good start. Liv and Stephanie was whatever. Did its job. The Women's Triple Threat was solid, but it's really the best positive things I can say. But yeah, I'm just going to get my rating out of the way. I'll give Raw 6 out of 10 here tonight. So let's just start. Let's get with it. So, announced in advance was a World Tag Team title match. Usos in the Alpha Academy. The Alphas. Maxine versus Natty. Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. Lyra and Ivy, and then LA Knight, Penta, and Austin Theory. Each in qualifying matches. So let's just start with AJ and Becky here. So, AJ kicked off the show but could barely address the universe where Becky Lynch interrupted the Intercontinental Champion. So, then after that, back and forth ensued. Lynch clearly breaking down and inciting on a one-on-one match. AJ used the man's emotions against her, goading her into putting the Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line against her at Elimination Chamber live from her hometown of Chicago. Lynch warned Lee that if she thought the man held her down before, she hadn't seen anything yet, then stomped off to close the opening segment here. It's a shame the match will take place in Elimination Chamber, but because it's a legitimate, like, hype-worthy matchup, but at least it's on a PLE. But how does one get what they want from someone with enormous ego? Play to it, and the opening segment, they manipulate Becky and force her to defend her label as the greatest of all time by convincing her to put the IC title on the line. Crowd ate up. You know, probably one of the best things probably on the show tonight. Next, you had the Usos versus the Alphas, Alpha Sigmas, for the World Tag Team Championships. So, obviously, they want a triple threat to get this tag title shot, and, man, this was a great match, or not a great match, but I thought it was pretty good for the most part. Tozawa tagged in, replicated his performance from 2 weeks ago, looked upon for a massive upset. Jimmy survived long enough to stay in the match before teaming with Jay to deliver the 1D to Otis for to successfully defend their titles. This was a concentrated effort to put Tozawa over, like, on commentary, which begs 2 questions. Who just woke up and realized he's a great wrestler? Why did it take so long? But this was better than it had any right to be. A babyface versus babyface, traditionally a tough match to have without splitting the crowd or taking him out of it. Instead, they were red hot, making this match way better than it probably should have been. But the right team went over, but it'll be important for Triple H and the creative team to keep Alpha Academy at the forefront, because I think the audience wants to root for him, like Otis, Tozawa. We can do that. Liv Morgan, Stephanie. She proclaims herself the Great Rumble winner. Heard this promo already. Love Liv, but you need to give her something different, besides coming out and saying, oh, the Great Royal Rumble winner. She can discuss her choice, Stephanie's power cut off, and she made her way to the ring. Champion and potential challenger exchange insults for Valkyrie. Told Morgan she hopes to choose her so she can kick her ass. One last insult with a slap to Dominic. This is a pro wrestling segment that could have been an email or a vignette or something backstage. Nothing really happened here. There are a few insults in Spanish, slap to Mysterio, but nothing that sold the audience a potential showdown, except for low-hanging fruit. Everyone involved has earned better. I mean, I want this match, but come on, dude, you gotta give me something better than this. Rhea, Lyra, and Ivy Nile. This was good. It was sloppy at times, though. Perhaps they were rushed by strict time restraints, but it was sloppy at times. Even when spots did not go according to plan, they never recovered nicely and the crowd was into it. Man, Valkyrie was really good in 2025. But to see her fade as WrestleMania approaches is kind of disappointing. Obviously, you know who's going to win the match. I mean, I like these matches, but my God, they make them so predictable. You have the start of the match against 2 people you know who ain't going to win. I mean, a lot of deserves better than this. But yeah, it was solid. It was sloppy at times, so Rhea got the win. CM Punk, Finn Balor wants a title match, and CM Punk's words for Roman, so before the interview with Michael Cole could conduct his interview with CM Punk, Finn Balor interrupted to demand a rematch with the best in the world for the top prize on the Raw brand, this time in his hometown. Straight Edge Superstar made his way to the ring, demanded Raw GM Adam Pearce make the match. After hesitancy on the part of the authority figure, Pearce finally relented and made the match for Elimination Chamber in Chicago. So we got 2 matches made for Elimination Chamber. With that business out of the way, Cole asked Punk why would he jeopardize this against Roman. The crowd favorite said he shows up to fight anyone, anytime, any place, because the fans deserve it. Punk warned Roman Reigns he cannot do a damn thing to stop him from building what he is building, and proclaimed that WrestleMania the ring announcer will proclaim and still World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. Yeah, Punk as a champion is promised to be a fighting one for the fans, and the result is a veteran competitor potentially spreading himself too thin and Balor and Reigns targeting him and his title. It could prove costly, but I think he'll probably retain. Don't think they'll have Finn Balor win, but the story thread featuring Balor is going to make him a monster babyface before all is said and done, hopefully. He is rediscovering his confidence as singles guy, which means it's only a matter of time before he tells us that Judgment Day is not needed and sparking a rivalry that could have maybe WrestleMania implications, who knows. Maxine Dupree versus Natty. For the bell, Natty attacked Dupree. Despite momentary burst, Natty brutalized her, sending her to the ring steps, ring post before playing sharpshooter commentary. AJ made the save, Becky Lynch attacked her from behind. And this was solid for what it was. Natty showed great aggression with her new character. AJ comes to aid Dupree. But that was solid for what it was. Javon Evans and the original El Grande Americano versus Rayo and Bravo. Whatever. I mean, Evans and original El Grande Americano defeated Bravo and Rayo. And Javon Evans is such a star that it's almost unfathomable that NXT did not manage to do even more with him than it did. It's kind of mind-boggling he never held their NXT championship. He hit the OG cutter. The original Americano had a diving headbutt for the win. Now, the action is plentiful and the match was fun. Even the majority of the attention at this point is paid to the war between the Americanos. And then LA Knight wins the qualifier at the end, was solid. This was overbooked and messy, but I get to continue the story involving the Vision, this mystery assailant. There's some matches for next week: Bayley, Asuka, and Natty in a triple threat, and then Javon Evans, Gunther, and Dominic. So 2 triple threat matches. This was overbooked and whatever. But it was whatever. The main event was a bit overbooked, and the Mystery Man gimmick is wearing thin at this point. Becky and AJ was good to start the show. The 2 qualifiers. Great match. A pretty good match with the tag team championships. But yeah, it's all safe for Monday Night Raw. So leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.